What did you think going in, and what did you think going out of CJ Stroud's pro day?
That's a great question. Look, going in, Dan, I always liked CJ because of his calmness in the pocket, his ability to win in the pocket, his size, his accuracy, his decision-making, how the people at Ohio State had told me that this was a guy who was a high-level processor. He was not someone who was just benefiting from being around great players and a good scheme, and he didn't have to have, really do a whole lot on his own within that scheme in order to make it work. So I believed all of that when I was told that, and then watching him play on tape and then seeing him yesterday, I'm going, look, and talking to the young man, he's got that presence, that charisma, that awareness that you want to see in someone who's being considered to be the number one overall pick. Okay, you just do. He weighed in. He was yesterday. He was 6'3", 213. He's a slenderly built guy. You wouldn't even think he's 213 pounds. You would think, he could easily probably put on 10, 15 pounds as his body matures and all. So he's going to get bigger and stronger. He's just really, to me, he's a total package. Now, what's interesting about this debate that's going on now between him and Bryce is I'm standing down here in Alabama's facility right now as this, things get ramped up down here. Every single person will tell you, and you've seen him, if you made Bryce 6'2", if he was 6'2", 213, 6'3", 213, many people believe there wouldn't even be a discussion about who the number one quarterback is. And that's really where the rub is. That's where the debate is. That's where the discussion really centers. Do you want the bigger guy who, quite honestly, can do a lot of the things that the smaller guy can do? Not everything that he can do, but many of the things, and should be a great pro? Or do you want the smaller guy who is just absolutely freaking electric, but you may worry about his availability over a 10, 15-year career?
All right, so I'll make you the GM. You're Carolina. You're on the clock. Could you make a choice right now, even though you haven't seen Bryce Young do his pro day?
I'll tell you what, another great question. I look forward to standing next to Bryce. I want to see him. I want to feel his presence. I want to feel what he feels like standing next to him. Having been a player, I have a good sense of guys who, to me, really, if it worries me or if it doesn't. Standing next to CJ Stroud, this guy's a typical quarterback. He's got a typical NFL quarterback build. I want to feel what Bryce feels like standing next to him, if that makes sense, and just kind of sense what his body structure looks like and how big I just want to see that kind of thing. After that, look, I already believe that I would take CJ Stroud after everything that I've learned and everything that I've watched and what I believe, leads to longevity at that position from a body structure standpoint. But it's hard to go against the young man.